least so you just hung out with the wrong people, motherfucker. You just hung out with the wrong people.
Who? What are you talking
No,
about?
Shane Gillis right here. LA sucks. You just say LA sucks.
Yeah, it's a bad drinking town.
He's drunk too.
Yeah, it's because all these fucking guys are drunks, dude.
No, it ain't that. They don't have they. If you come to LA and you're gonna hang out with a person from your town in LA, you're not hanging around LA. It's two losers who don't know LA hanging out.
Right? Yeah.
You hung out with me.
Yeah.
I would have hung out with you. I would have met you. You would have hung out with my friends.
Yeah.
And then I would have left you with my friends. And then you would have met other friends. You'll find some fucking drinkers by the end of the fucking day, bro. It ain't gonna be me.
Yeah, that's true.
And you're gonna see all of the city, bro. You're gonna fucking drive around and they're gonna show you, bro. They shot my homeboy got shot right there, bro.
I mean, you know how much I love where I'm from.
It's like somebody going out to LA and hanging out with you.
Yeah.
And they say LA sucks, but you're not really from LA either.
Right.
You know, but you just show them what you know, and they might not like what you show them.
Right. And that's the thing, is that you both are gonna agree on the same shit anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never that's the thing, is like, I don't know.
There's a place of LA you don't like, and I know the places that you do not like, you don't like, and there's the same places that people from LA don't like.
The only thing I don't like about this place is the continuous heat. But other than that,
Are we recording?
I love.
It's already on. We restarted.
Yeah. Oh, good. All right. Other than that, I love LA. Like, I really do. I'm having a good time. I love the fucking people here more than anything in the world. I love the people here more than I love the people in the Bay Area.
I trip out when I know comics, you know, and comics, comedians who came to LA and then they left after COVID, talking about. I remember one time I saw Theo Vaughn on an airplane.
Right.
And he put on his mask, and he said, just left Los Angeles, couldn't find any freedom. And I'm like, you're a comedian. What? And you're white. You were born with freedom.
Right.
You know, and that I understand, you know, he has to feed the masses.
What freedom?
No, but he has to feed the masses, you know.
Right, sure, I guess.
So I'm not hating on that. But I'm hating that the fact that what kind of freedom are you looking for? Okay, at the time that he said that, we were shut down.
Right.
We were shut down.
But even then, I can't imagine. This city is so huge.
And the people who don't like Los Angeles, who leave and say, oh, I never had a great time in LA, because see, you were hanging around with people from your hometown. Like if you're from Ohio.
Right.
So you go over here to Los Angeles and you start hanging around with people from Ohio. And those people been here 3 years, 4 years. All they know is 2 blocks of Los Angeles.
Right.
But have they ever really hung out from somebody who actually was born here like me?
Right.
Who knows every nick and grime?
But that's the thing about you, though, man. Anytime I'd come to visit, and then especially when you found out that I was moving here, you took me around. I remember when I first met you, you took me around and showed me a bunch of cool places, like where they film stuff. But then when you knew I was moving here, you took me to all the dopest places to eat in East LA. And then you showed me like you're like, if you need to get over on this freeway, go this way. And I think that's a good thing to do because it did give me a familiarity.
LA is hard, man, for any comedian that tries to come out here, especially if you don't know anybody.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard, man,
yeah.
because it ain't like New York where you could just jump on a train and go to 3 different states.
No, bro.
Right here, man, they didn't like that, man. It's tough. You gotta like know people.
Dude, first of all, good luck navigating the buses and the trains if you don't know what you're doing. It took me forever to learn that because I love taking public transportation, even though I have a car.
Or when they say that, I left because of the homeless. Were you living with them?
Right. And I'll be honest with you.
There's people who say, like, I don't want to say names, but they say I left because of the homeless. And I know that they lived far from 7th and Lucas. 7th and San Antonio. Fucking 3rd and Wall.
I don't have a problem with the homeless here.
Because you're homeless.
Well, virtually, but I know.
But these people act like they went outside and there was like 5 homeless people hanging out their house.
Yeah.
Like Amsterdam in The Wire.
The other The other thing is that like I'm from the Bay Area. I say it all the time, I know, but we have to be nice to our homeless people because the whole fucking city goes nuts if someone's mean to them. Where in LA, there's kind of an allowance of being annoyed by homeless people. And then I would say the majority are in downtown. Just don't go fucking downtown. Like, I live in South Central. I barely see, dude, South Central LA, bro. The only time I see homeless people is near the freeway, like entrances. But other than that, we don't have homeless people roaming around in our bad neighborhood.
I saw this influencer. Now he's a podcaster, but he said he left Los Angeles because Newsom was releasing prisoners, and then well, that's what took you to leave. And I'm thinking, where did this person live? Across the street from county jail?
Yeah.
That he saw them all come out?
Where the fuck is he releasing them into LA?
I
There's
know.
no federal there's no state penitentiary in Los Angeles, right? I can't think of a state penitentiary. I could be wrong. Maybe there's one in LA County. Is there one in LA County? I don't even think though. But the thing is that
Oh, they'll say those. I remember one time one of the comics said on a podcast that he left Los Angeles because Newsom was releasing sexual offenders.
Okay, that's not true.
And I said, no, and that one got to me because I really got to make sure, because this is not really happening.
Right.
But then when I went to go look it up, they were releasing people that were locked up for peeing in public.
Right.
You know, because that's a sexual offense.
That's a sexual offense, yes.
Exposure. You're pulling
Right.
So they're releasing people like that.
But how many men pee in public?
They didn't release anyone that actually touched anybody or assaulted anybody.
Right.
Those were already like ongoing crimes. They're releasing people that were peeing in public, or a guy was having sex with his girlfriend in a car.
Right.
That guy was released.
Right.
2 homosexuals that were fooling around in the car.
In the county of LA.
And they were having sex in the park. They were released.
Right.
But these are sexual offenders. Don't get it twisted.
Right. Sure.
But anybody that did a heinous crime on a human being, I looked it up, and those people were not released.
Okay, we have an overpopulation prison problem here I think in the United States, but certainly in California. And the problem is because the 80s, the war on drugs that was started by somebody. This is the thing is I don't want to get political about this.
Nixon.
I'm not a big Newsom.
We talked about it with Nixon.
I'm not a big Newsom fan, so don't think that I'm sticking up for him. I'm just saying, like, I think in California, and I think it's prudent to fucking release people who are not violent offenders and not sexual offenders either.
But it's funny when Republicans release people, they never mention the news, because Bob Dole, he released I don't know if it was Bob Dole or Buchanan, one of those guys.
Right.
Bob Buchanan.
I think it was Dole because he was the attorney general or something.
Who's the one? Anyways, they released a bunch of criminals early in Washington area, or I don't know when. I think it was Pat Buchanan.
Pat Buchanan, yes.
Pat Buchanan. He released early release to less hardened criminals. One of those early releases, look it up right there, in Seattle police shooting. One of the early releases picked up a gun and walked into a coffee house and shot a bunch of cops.
Get the fuck out of here.
That never made it to the news.
Okay.
But that story hurt me so much that I went out of my way to donate money for the police fund.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure a lot of wives were left with no cash from this incident, right?
Right.
And then I couldn't find it, right?
Right.
And anyway, so long story short, nobody went after that Republican.
Right.
And he released a hardened criminal.
Well, because
it's not part of the narrative. There it is. This guy.
It's the guy. On November 29th, 2009, 4 American police officers of Lakewood, Washington were fatally shot at the Forza, now Blue Steel coffee shop located at 11401 Steel Street, south in Parkland, unincorporated area of Pierce County, Washington. Near Tacoma, a gunman later identified as Maurice Clemens entered the shop, shot the officers while they worked on laptops, and fled the scene with a single gunshot wound in his torso. After a massive 2-day manhunt spanned several nearby cities, the officer recognized Clemens near a stalled car in South Seattle where he refused orders to stop. He was shot and killed by Seattle Police Department officer. 5 people, all friends and family of Clemens, were convicted of crimes associated with aiding his escape and enabling him to elude capture, but most convictions were reversed in an appeal based on court findings of misconduct by the Pierce County Prosecutor's Office. Okay, patterns of attack on police. Keep going. Perpetrator. Okay, go back up. Maybe it might be in here. Maurice Clemens was identified as the shooter in the November 29, 2000 murder. Okay, prior to the involvement in the shooting, Clemens had 5 felony convictions in Arkansas and 8 felony charges in Washington. His first incarceration began in 1989 at age 17. So this guy's a career criminal. Although his sentence totaled 108 years in prison, those for burglary, he was supposed to serve 108 years. Those for burglary were reduced in 2000 by Governor of Arkansas, Mike Huckabee.
Mike
Huckabee to 47 years.
The father of Sarah Huckabee.
Ooh, old lazy eye herself. Go back to that.
I stand corrected. It was not Pat Buchanan. It was Mike Huckabee.
To 47 years, which made him immediately eligible for parole. So this guy was supposed to serve 108 years.
And who's worse, him or Newsom right now?
Wait, go back to that real quick. Yeah. I want to continue reading that. Because this doesn't happen in California, just so you folks know. Go back to where I was. Okay. 47, which made him immediately eligible for parole. The Arkansas Parole Board unanimously moved to release him in 2000. Clemens was subsequently arrested on other charges and was jailed several times in the months prior to the Parkland shooting. He was in jail on charges of assaulting a police officer and raping a child 1 week prior to So why are we talking about
Newsom?
Someone who ran.
I'm telling you, bro. It doesn't fit the narrative.
It doesn't fit the narrative, and this is the problem that I have.
Yeah, man.
The
Democrats are releasing criminals.
No, dude. All of them are releasing criminals.
Everybody releases criminals. I'm not saying that who's right, who's wrong. But when it comes to political stuff, everybody releases criminals.
This is the thing: is people think I'm crazy left and Butch.
Here's a good example,
but
bro.
It's like, dude, no, all of them are. All of them.
When I was locked up, it was so fucking packed inside in that courtroom, bro.
Right.
That we were eating our sandwiches like this. That some bailiff and some court guy came into their office and said, "Does anybody here have a warrant of less than $5,000 and wants to plead guilty and get released today?"
That's what they do to us too.
And they said, everybody raised their hand, bro, like we're fucking listening to the fear right there.
Yeah.
And it took 11 hours to release everybody, but everybody got released.
Right. Yeah. You get out one day.
Then everybody did spend time and like, for those of you who they didn't serve their time, trust me, I was there. Everybody served their time.
Right, yeah.
It was the most longest 2 days of our lives.
Yeah, actually, it's 3 days because you get out midnight. You get out at 12:01 the day that you go to court. So this is what happens in San Jose, too. I'm sure it happens here. Is you get pulled over. If you have more than $5,000 or around $5,000 in bail, they take you to jail, which I always had because I never showed up for court for my driving on a suspended. Then you spend that day in jail. The next morning, you're mandatorily supposed to go to court at 7 a.m. And then you go to court, and then the judge says, if you plead guilty, I'll give you a 3-day sentence. He issues a 3-day sentence, and at 12:10 in the morning, the very next day, the day you go to court, when the clock strokes 12:10, you get released. So you technically serve 3 days. And so if you're gonna, that's the thing is like that's government. That's the way the government works. It's trying to alleviate the doubt. That's the thing is we're like, we don't want to give any more money to prisoners. Well, then release the ones who aren't killing people. Release the ones that are raping people.
That's what we did in California.
Right. Which is fine.
They released the people who didn't have who did not have a violent crime.
Right.
They released people that were having sex in cars, people that shoplift a toothbrush.
Right. Because here's the
But
idea.
they're but their names are already written there, man. They're in the files already.
Right.
Like they commit another crime, it's still that's gonna add up.
It costs, bro. I stopped committing crimes. Like I'm not a violent offender. I've been to jail numerous fucking times, and I've spent lengths there. And I can tell you, the best way to punish me is not to send me to jail. You send me to jail, I get to hang out with my fucking homies all day that I haven't seen in a while. And then I fucking eat their food, and it's kind of a day camp situation with shitty food for about 2 weeks to 90 days or whatever, right? If you fucking release me and I gotta go to work every day and I gotta live my fucking life in society, and every once in a while, because I didn't pay my fine, you deplete my fucking bank account, or you fucking harass me for something, or I gotta show up for court and pay another fine, you take away my license, you pick me up and take me to jail for 3 days and then let me out again and then 3 days again. That's a pain in the dick. The reason why I fucking follow the law now, like, because I don't like driving under the rules that we have to drive under, but I do it so I don't have to deal with that. Jail never did anything to me. The fines, the fucking me over, the taking money out of my bank account, that makes me be like, fuck, dude, I gotta stop fucking up.
There's also when I was in there for that small amount of time before the guy said 5,000 or less, there was so many career criminals that's next to me, bro. That know how to work the system and know how to get away with not paying for anything. Like there's a guy sitting next to me. He goes, "Oh man, you got locked up on the right day."
Yeah.
He goes,
Yes.
he goes, you got locked up on Tuesday, bro. We're gonna be out by Wednesday night or Thursday morning.
Yep.
He goes, this guy right here, man. He goes, he got locked up on Friday night, and guess what? Monday was a holiday.
You're fucked, bro.
So he's going to court with us.
You're going to court on Tuesday, dude. Yes, bro. That's the thing is you never want to get picked up on a fucking...
He got picked up on Friday at 8 p.m., bro.
Oh, my God, bro.
For being loaded he was loaded from a barbecue. Went out for a walk, started acting stupid, bro. They found out he had a warrant, a bunch of them. And they took him in for the weekend, bro.
And you wish you never went on that walk.
If they would have got him on Tuesday, he would have been out Wednesday, bro.
Yes, easily. Well, that's the thing. I remember one time I went to jail on like a Monday, and this dude turned himself in on a Friday, and we were all in the holding cell talking, and he goes, "Man, I've been here since Friday." And we were like, wow, you got picked up on. That sucks. He goes, "No, I didn't get picked up. I turned myself in." And everybody just started like losing it on him. Like,
also,
why
man,
would you do that?
If you get arrested, man, like while the mayor of Los Angeles is running,
yes,
you're gonna do more time too.
Elements are a thing.
Or a city councilman, and they're talking about police reform. Right. You're gonna do more time, man.
Yeah. If
they're gonna, if there's a mayor that's running that says tough on crime, and you get arrested for the smallest thing, they're gonna use you as an example.
Welcome to America. Welcome to America. Like right now, if you're an illegal immigrant, you're having a tough time.
Oh my God! Yeah. If you're an illegal immigrant right now, and if you have a small business, like you're a guy that cuts grass, you're already double jeopardy, man. You bought a car with a fake ID.
Oh my God!
And your social security, don't have social security, and you fucking hit somebody, bro.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Well, the worst is
by accident. It's not even even if it's not your fault. Right. It doesn't matter if it's not your fault right now. It's gonna be your fault.
Were you ever afraid of that in the early days, like when you were younger and you got arrested and stuff? Were you ever like, because you were here during the Pete Wilson years. You were like probably driving age during the Pete Wilson years, right?
Yeah, I had a driver's license.
And Pete Wilson was the first Donald Trump ever.
He was before his time.
Yeah, and it was weird because in California,
187
in liberal left California, where there's no liberals. I heard this when I was in Naples. Someone was all, "I'd love to visit California, but I hear that they don't like conservatives there." And it's like we had a whole...
You never been to Fresno or Bakersfield?
We had a Duke Majan, but we had even more. Yeah, exactly. We had a fucking Pete Wilson who, long before Donald Trump came along, was like, "Get these motherfuckers out of here."
Pete Wilson, man, was so good that he got Mexicans to vote for him.
He did.
I saw him at the East LA parade with a sombrero, bro.
God damn it, I saw
And then
that.
later on, bro, he jumped on some paisa's back and rode into Sacramento. He started Prop 187.
Yeah.
I have a picture of Pete Wilson.
Do you really?
Yeah. Cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Will you send it to me?
I'll look for it, bro. Look
Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
what's up?
Please, dude. Holy fuck.
for it. I went like this.
Yeah.
187 still here. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. It's all political, man, when it comes to releasing prisoners because you saw that Huckabee guy did it, and you saw what happened in Seattle, and it's just gonna keep going on.
This is the thing, bro, that I have an issue with, though, is that it's like, again, man, I'm not a supporter. I'm a bit of I grew up I like punk rock scene, anarchy, all that stuff. So I'm not very, like, as much as people think I'm designated to one place or another, because I read the comments, guys, I love you too. But I don't really give a fuck because I think they're all fucking crooked. And I think government is crooked. And I think no matter what you do, either way, it's going to be crooked. And what's weird to me, dude, is people rooting for people in government right now. And it's like, look, bro, they're taking your money. You're the fucking, if you're under the rich, if you're living under rich, which is most of us, they're taking your fucking money. They're taking your money and they're taking a lot of it. And it's all because of corruption. And so to me, it's like, what are you
How
doing
much money
out
they're
there?
taking?
Well, I mean, it depends, dude. It depends on where you live and who you are. But I think like the average, like I got a ticket yesterday, bro. I got a parking ticket, $75. $75 for not paying 50 cents within a certain amount of time. Like, I don't mind paying for a parking ticket. 35, 40 bucks. That seems like a just at price at this time for the time that the officer has to take, for the amount of space I take. But $75, dude, you're jacking me out of like almost 3 or 4 meals.
$75 is the right price because the person that giving you that ticket is not a police officer. If it was a police officer, it should be $200 for that ticket. Since that job was, the whole parking meter thing was done in Los Angeles. That they're not. It's not a parking meter that works for the city. They're giving those jobs to Xerox. Xerox, the printing company.
Yes, you're right.
Xerox runs the parking meter now.
No
So they-
fucking way.
yeah,
So it's
That's why
privatized.
it's privatized. So that's why they could charge $75. If it was county wise, that ticket would have been $200.
And that's what I'm talking about.
That you want it to be privatized, you want the
Right.
city to charge you. Because if the city's going to charge you, they're going to charge you $200.
I don't want fucking neither. How about that?
Well, somebody they got to make money, bro. The city has to make money.
I get that the
So
city
they
has
give
to
them
make money.
The city probably tells Xerox or whoever does the fucking tickets, listen, man, we're gonna take $15 from everything you make. You decide how much you're gonna charge. So they say 75. So Xerox makes 60 because they gotta pay for gas, they gotta pay for those trucks, and they gotta keep the company going. And then the city just keeps $15 from them, and then tax them a city tax and a state tax at the end of the city.
Okay.
So the city makes money. But if it would have been like the state running this shit, it would have been like when you go to court, when you get a speeding ticket for $500, and then you go to court and there's 170% assessment to that ticket.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah, the assessment fees.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Would you prefer the city to add that to your parking city for $75? Or you want to keep it at 75, or you just want Xerox to take care of it? Because if you want the city to take care of it, they're gonna add the assessment to that parking ticket when you go pay for it, and that ticket's gonna be what, $210.
Right. Right.
So let's keep the Xerox.
I hope you're right.
Yeah, because if the city were to take care of your ticket, that means they would have to get the parking meter guy with a fake police department outfit. Remember him with no gun?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's done.
Yeah.
He's gone. He's not there no more.
They don't have that guy here.
It's the Xerox guy.
It's the Xerox guy.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening right now?
Because the city doesn't want to pay the parking meters that used to work for the
Because
city.
they have unions and stuff like that.
They don't want to pay them a lot of money because then they have to charge more for that ticket, for the parking ticket, and the city gets mad. The people get mad. You get mad. So they just give the.
But here's my question.
They give it to somebody else. It's like they give it to somebody else, and the city watches his hands clean from charging you.
I don't see. This is the thing: is I don't buy that the city is taking a smaller cut. What I think is happening is the city gets a bigger cut on the back end. Like, what are the
From the
sub?
$75?
So Xerox gets to have this account, right? But
Like a security company who takes care of TSA now. or whatever.
right. So what is the city? Because here's the thing to me that I don't that's missing on me. Governments do not like giving up surrendering certain amounts of money. So if they can make maximum dollars, they will always make maximum dollars. So what's sus to me right now is that they hire Xerox to hand out tickets and they're charging us
Cheaper.
less. But what is Xerox giving to the city of Los Angeles in order for them? Who gets attacked? What I'm saying is, who hired them gets a back cut from Xerox. You know what I mean? Like, who's getting a kickback from Xerox for hiring Xerox to do that? Because I just don't buy that they're like, you know what? We're going to go with the best people possible. Because this is the thing that stinks about government everywhere, is that when you go, like even Gavin Newsom, when he wanted to run the high-speed rail, like the problem that everybody had was like, you keep hiring these guys that are working at a snail's pace. And they're the same guys. So what's your kickback from these guys? What's your kickback from this construction company? And what are they? Are they donating to your PAC? And that's the thing, man. To me, it always stinks when we go, well, that works. Yeah, that's gonna be less money. But what's the kickback? Who's the dirty person behind Xerox doing this? And maybe it could be all above board, but I really doubt, especially in this city, in this state.
Well, Xerox went out of business, bro, and they started off in Rochester, and they used to give all their people millionaires, and they were going out of business. So Xerox had to like think quickly and go, how can we still stay in business without being in business? So they started going around. They probably had a think tank, and went around studying how to make money. They're like, every day, how are we gonna keep Xerox? How do we make money? We still have copy machine. We still could print. How can we do this? So somebody probably started an idea, one where and go, hey man, I heard you wanna get rid of parking meters. We got paper. We got
do
printers.
paper. We got printers. Yeah.
So it's like you hired a printing machine to pay charge to do the job that the city was doing.
Cost of like keeping that business.
Yeah.
Like how are we going to print all these tickets?
Right. Yeah, that's the cost.
And everybody
of like,
saves
yeah.
money, and then the average Joe charges $75. We'll put it to the city. We'll fucking.
I don't trust. That's my thing. Is I don't trust.
Or you could just be more responsible and park somewhere where you're supposed to, and donate the $75 to a cause. You should do that. Next time you find parking space, you should just park right there and go, man, I could have parked over there and get charged $75.
Fuck
I'm going to
no.
donate this. Exactly, bro. Nobody wins. And like Todd Berry's joke where he goes, I was at a show one time and the singer was singing a song.
Yeah.
I just got a parking ticket, man, for $150. I wish the city would use that money for something good.
Right.
No, bitch. He said you should just put where to park and you donate that money.
Right. Yeah. No, I did park illegally and I deserved a ticket. I just feel like 75 was.
Next time you should just park somewhere illegally and leave the $75 on your window and go take it.
There you go. Write a check. And no, leave the cash. Leave cash. See what fucking happens, dude. It's LA. Everybody's friendly, dude. They're gonna just leave the money and make sure that the fucking parking meter guy.
When I was in Las Vegas, somebody that was talking to Las Vegas, he was telling me that he wasn't telling me, but when he's talking to somebody, but you hear everything. He said that a lot of homeless people from Las Vegas are being sent there from California, bro.
That's not true. That's not, dude. Yes. Hey, homeless guy.
Yeah, man. We're
to
sending
Vegas.
the best of the best over there, right?
Bro, you have a homeless person who, and I don't know if you know. I don't know if you noticed.
Listen, man. Unless we're sending those hot comics out there,
right? Exactly. That's what it is. He's talking about comedians.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I know homeless people a little bit. They don't listen when you tell them to do something. Like Like when cops go, don't sleep under the fucking bridge no more. Guess
What
what?
bridge?
They're gonna go fucking sleep under the bridge.
What bridge?
Again.
That's my roof.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know how we're sending him there. Dude, I want to meet this person. Go, how? How is it happening? Are we busing them out there? Because then we would know about that. Other than that, if we're like, hey man, you gotta leave California. Did they get a letter in their mailbox that said you need to leave California and go to Vegas?
Because one time,
Why would you also want to go to crappier weather?
somebody told me too that they were sending Orange back in the day that they were sending homeless people from Orange County to Skid Row to live.
No. I will say this though, dude, this happened, and I know this because my girlfriend, like,
Voted for it.
No, she didn't know that she was. I don't know exactly what happened, but basically, fucking Mayor Bradley.
Tom Bradley?
No, the what's the guy in San Francisco, the black guy that was dating Kamala? He
Long Don Silver?
He put a thing together where people, because like I think she was part of the group that was handing out food, and they were putting out homeless people on buses and then sending them to Fresno. And so like
yeah, that's a very popular mayor from Oakland.
Yeah. And so that happens. I mean, it happens, but like I said,
Mayor Brown.
Yeah, Willie Brown. That's who it
Mayor
was.
Willie Brown.
But yeah, they've done that before. I don't know what my girlfriend's role was actually. She's a very nice hippie lady, so I think she knew she was helping, or she thought she was. But yeah, we put them on buses and we sent them to Fresno. But we know about that. We knew that was happening. I just want to know how we're sending homeless people to other places right now. Because as far as I know, homeless people are really autonomous. Like they go wherever the fuck they want to go. How the fuck are we sending people? Why are we making shit up that the government is doing when the government is already doing enough?
I understand why there's comedian podcasters complaining about stuff when they're making money.
The other thing is, bro, you're a comedian.
Like if you're selling T-shirts because of what you believe, you're making money.
Yes.
Why so angry?
Why are you so angry? Why are you doing this?
What are you doing
Why
this
are you
for?
doing this? We have a wholesome history podcast. You know why? And it's not. And we even warn people. Do not use this for your homework or factual information because we're fucking stupid. We're comedians. We fuck around.
We read half a book.
Yeah. And the thing is I am not ever going to interview. Even if Bernie Sanders called me and was like, Butch Escobar, I want to be on your podcast. I'm going to be like, sorry, Bernie, because I'm not strong-minded enough to interview you with the right questions. I know I'm dumb. Why isn't this fucking country filled with people anymore that go, you know what, I'm too dumb to answer that? Why fucking can't people say I'm too fucking stupid to answer that question, or it's okay to say that.
Bro, about your new notebook.
Bro, for real, you don't know how much I'll use this.
No, and it's square. Look, it's perfect. It's folded.
It's perfect.
Butch's new notebook, people. Look at that.
Look at what I wrote my notes on this time.
Right here, man. By the time when you see this next week, you'll know that he filled it up in Hartford.
It'll be filled up in Hartford, Connecticut. Whatever we're working on next. Yeah, dude, this is good stuff, dude. Because you know why?
Also, man, Felipe for president.
Yes.
There's some fool that always comments that.
Does he really?
Now he comments Bush for vice president.
Nice. I like that.
I'm
the new JD Vance.
Escobar Butch, vice president elect.
I'm older now, so I would say not as erect, but
erectus mecus.
I would say I would be the new Jeffrey Dahmer Vance. For sure. No, I would not. That's the thing is I would not. I would be like, nah, man. Like if somebody were to be like, hey, you want to be president? No. Fuck no. I don't want to be responsible. I'm too stupid to be responsible for people's lives. You don't want to put people's lives in my hand. Like, anyway, thank you for the notebook. Yeah, dude. I think that that's the problem that we have in this country is that people are not admitting anymore that they're stupid.
There was this guy I follow, and he's all MAGA out on
Yeah.
Facebook, right? And he's a big fan. He's been to a lot of my shows. And I said, and then like he had posted some stuff, right? And he's arguing with people, and I just went in a rabbit hole to see when this fool got radicalized.
Right.
And it
Yeah.
happened in 2022. But I posted because he posted some hateful stuff, and I was the first comment, and I wrote, bro, I remember, man, when you should just post delicious ass brisket, bro. Like you used to put some brisket in some barbecue up, bro. What happened?
Yeah.
And then then he fucking commented with, I don't know what happened, bro. Turned into a big puto, bro.
For real.
And then we started laughing and engaging, and we started laughing at the post. So and then we got more. But what I noticed from that fan and then is that he got more attention doing that than he did for barbecue.
Totally.
And then at first it started off with losing a couple of friends, and then family members.
Yes.
And then now he's just arguing with people he never met. You know.
That's crazy to me, bro.
But but him and I were having an engagement over the barbecue and shit, and
right.
some other stuff. But yeah, man, he's a big fan. But he's like bald, you know, and I think it's back then in 2021 his dog passed and his old lady had left.
Well,
him
you
after
go through
COVID.
something,
and then you
yeah,
you just go through stuff, and I noticed that I think the main thing that he likes is that there's he feels that I don't know, man, a home. There's a home.
he feels at home. Yeah, he feels like he's a part of something.
And he never really liked alternative people,
right?
Like hipsters. Anyways.
Well, here's the thing.
So he never really liked hipsters, bro. So that was his big thing.
I think Mark Maron was onto something when he was like, we like, because I feel like I experienced the same thing.
Because I've been to like people like who are hardcore liberal, who are white, and I know they're liberals, and there's a lot of comedians like that.
Yes,
I know a couple of. I walked into an alternative comedy show one time. Happened, and they were all in a green room, and I walked in there, and some of them I knew from watching them. Some of them were Indian, a female Indian comedian, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's been on that show with W. Kamal Ball.
Okay.
And I reached out. I reached out an olive branch, and I said, "Hey, man, Felipe Esparza, big fan. I love your shit." And then, I'm loud, and then little by little, bro, they all left the green room, bro.
Yeah.
And then I reached out again, and I say, "Hey, man, it was great meeting you last night."
Yeah.
I reached out to all of them. None of them responded back.
Fucking snobs.
So none of them responded back.
Right.
So now, right there at that moment, I could have took it like, you know what? I could see why Mexican people decided to be MAGA. Because if this is liberalism,
yes.
and this is the type of stuck-up people that want to back me up,
yes,
fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
I'd rather like what they despise to get back at them.
Okay.
Like I'd rather love what they despise.
Right.
Just to not be around them.
So
if I felt it that way when I felt snubbed by these people,
right,
and I've been snubbed by a lot of liberal comedians,
same,
and I felt like they claim to be non-racist, but they only have a token black guy,
right,
or a token, and it's always a black guy that's not earthquake.
Shout out to Alameda Comedy Club. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I felt like, in a way, like okay, now I go back to the barbecue guy,
right.
Maybe at a time he hung around with some white liberal people and they were treating him lower.
Yes.
And then he couldn't, and he said, you know what? Fuck these motherfuckers. I'm gonna start liking what they hate.
I feel this.
And I feel like a lot
100%.
of people who are not a person of color, I think they just want to like something that these motherfuckers hate.
So
Like, all right, man. He goes, oh, man, my brother's gay, but I must just fucking still hold on to my guns.
Yeah.
Because I don't
Yeah.
want, like, the people, like, even, like San Francisco, bro, they claim to be liberal, but those are liberal Nazis.
Okay, so I was going to share this.
Yeah.
That's my experience, actually. And I really appreciate that I had liberal parents or Democratic parents, people who were, my parents were Democrats. And that's what instilled the liberalism in me, because I feel that, bro. And I felt that, like, when W. Kamau Bell was getting famous, I was new in comedy. And he and his little group of friends were so shitty to me. You know,
Shitty.
I would walk up with Chris Storin, and they love Storin. And I would walk up to Storin, and I'd be standing right next to him, and they'd be like, "What's up, Chris? How's it going?" And they would talk to him. Totally didn't even look at me, didn't say, "Hey, what's up? How's it going? What's your name? My name's so-and-so." Bro, they were the rudest motherfuckers in the world, and it made me hate them. And I didn't understand liberalism and conservatism at the time. I wasn't really politically involved. I just voted for whoever my dad told me to vote for. And for a minute, bro, I was in that box. I was like, fuck these people, fuck what they're about, fuck their stupid censoring, fuck the way they treat, because they treated me like shit. They just assumed, and to this day, there's a nice group of San Francisco people, which is why I like the LA people more, which is why earlier I said LA people I like better, because San Francisco people just want to school you. They just want to know more than you. They're not really liberal people. They just want to feel like they're better than you, so they believe in liberal politics. But they're just as evil. They're just as mean.
They want to feel better than other white people.
Right. Exactly.
When you're just the same.
There's some sort of levitation that, like, well, if I'm white and I support black women, but in your mind, you know why you support black women, because you're annoyed by them, because you're bothered by them. Are you black guys, or you think that, you know, you're racist? You get worried when you look out your window and you're fucking in your half gentrified neighborhood in East Oakland, and you go, well, that guy doesn't look like he's up to something good. I better call the cops anonymously. Those fucking people are what caused MAGA, are what caused what's happening now, because they pissed off people who they thought were dumber than them.
Yeah.
And they pushed them into a point of, like, I hate you so much, I'm willing to bring the annihilation of our own fucking democracy to the fucking head, just to fuck you.
Those are the people that came up with the word Latinx. And that was the end of us right there.
Oh!
That was the end of us. That right there is pretty much separated us from them right there.
You cannot force me. Dude, it says it on my Insta. I'm liberal. Fuck no, I'm not going to use that shit. You know why? And someone argued with me the other day and was like, no, this comes from us. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck, dude. Latinx is a white construct. It's a white man telling me whether it came from Latin people, then who gave them that idea? Who put that idea? Listen,
we're not even there yet, man.
I'm all with equality, but how we describe each other, dude, so what? There's a little masculinity in your fucking language. Like, it's how we've been speaking for years.
That's what makes us better than everybody.
And this is the problem that I have. And this is what I think actually happened. You want to know what I think happened?
Because this right here, it's a lamp, right? In American English, it's called the lamp. A lamp. The lamp. But in Spanish, we have a masculinity way of speaking where this lamp, naturally, without even thinking, it's a female to me. It's called la lámpara.
La lámpara.
Because it has big boobs right here, see? It's la lámpara.
But not lámparo.
It's not lámparo.
And there's the lámparo.
It's la lámpara, or it could be a lámpara. La lámpara, because that's the way you speak.
I am sorry.
And then right here, it's I don't know how to say it.
What is a mug in Spanish?
Mug?
How do you?
Taza.
A glasa.
La taza.
Taza.
So you would say, pásame la taza.
And is that feminized or is that?
Feminized.
It's feminized.
Yeah, because it has a little vagina right here. So.
See, I don't give a fuck, bro. Very liberal person
right
would vote for Bernie Sanders. I don't give a fuck.
El zapato.
Ah, that's a man's shoe right there. What would you say if it was a woman's shoe?
Los zapatos.
Okay, so yeah, I don't.
A woman would say, that pásame mis zapatos. She would say mis zapatos.
Right. So
Understand mis zapatos?
I just don't get why
I don't know
we're
either.
reaching that far. Maybe when
They're
we
reaching too far, man, with that one, huh?
reaching so fucking far, bro. Let's tackle what's actually happening right now.
Yeah, man. These people were more worried about keeping Latinx than they worried about keeping our people in this country.
Right. Exactly. Let's worry about that. Let's worry about that right now. Let's worry about what's really fucking going on.
I hate when people go up on stage and go, as a Latinx comedian.
Yeah, that's when I get up and walk out.
I leave, bro.
That's when I get up and walk out. And there's a lot of people in the Bay Area right now. I know they don't watch this show, so fuck them anyway. But if they are, that are like, see, Butch is still the same way. And it's like, because I changed. I changed a lot. I was very chauvinistic. I was very, I guess to a certain extent, maybe I still am, but I don't think I am. But I do think that we need to fucking chill on rhetoric. Like, dude, I want to save lives. I do think that the government's corrupt. I do think that we are overpaying too much. I think that fucking billionaires should be pitching in and paying taxes too. I'm with liberals on most of that shit. But when you guys start tripping off of gender and fucking what we call each other, they, them, us, that stuff to me, I don't have time for that shit. There's fucking dying babies in Africa. There's fucking hungry North Koreans, dude. There's a lot fucking going on in this world for me to just... Dude, there's a lot going on in my fucking life, bro. I don't have air conditioning in my car. That's the thing, bro, is I don't have air conditioning in my car. Why the fuck would I give a fuck what you want to be called? I got to worry about fucking baking in this 90-degree heat going back from Van Nuys to fucking South Central today. That's what's on my mind.
Butch doesn't care about that because he don't even know how to order a air conditioner in Spanish because of the pronouns.
Bro, if I knew how to ask for an air conditioner in Spanish, I would get a deal in my neighborhood.
How would you order an air conditioner in Spanish? What pronoun would you use? Would you know?
How do you say air?
Aire.
Aire. How do you say conditioner?
Condicionador.
Aire condicionador.
Yeah. Condicionador.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can you make it a male air conditioner, please?
¿Cuál necesitas? ¿La televisión o el aire acondicionado?
Oh.
So la televisión will be the feminine and the air conditioner will be el
They're
aire
almost two
acondicionado.
different words, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
two different words.
But it's funny, I know how to say it naturally because I was born a Spanish speaker.
Right.
Like do you know how to say pronouns in a Spanish language for objects? Like would you know how to say the chair? Would you know that would be la silla or el silla to you? No, it's la silla.
Well,
Yeah.
what about your suitcases? La maleta, right?
La maleta, bro.
And that's feminized.
Yeah.
Not maleto.
No.
And there is no maleto. Like if I said,
you would even say el maleta.
If I said alve la maleto, does that make sense? It doesn't.
The pronoun, it comes in the first part of the word. Like I say, esta es la silla.
Ah, okay.
Esta es la maestra, if it's a teacher. If it's a male teacher, el maestro. La maestra, el maestro. So la is feminine.
Oh, that's right. Yes. So it would be ave el maleto. But would that make sense?
No, la maleta.
La maleta. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Do you learn more than history on History for Fools, you guys?
Yeah, so it'll be go listen to the podcast. Ve a oír mi podcast.
Actually, the least you learn on this podcast is history.
I know we know that all we learned today was that
the least factual shit.
We can get back into it.
All we know here is that Huckleberry released the guy that went out to kill.
Right, that's some history right there.
See that was hidden so well.
That
I don't think Huckleberry got out of the limelight after that. Slowly, bro.
I
Because
never
I
knew
never
this.
showed up in
I
questions.
never knew this.
Not even in Fox.
I never knew this.
And I knew it because I was over there doing a show and I read the newspaper.
And they brought it out. Or you read the newspaper.
And it was fucked up.
Wow.
Because I try to send money to the police fund.
Right.
And,
yeah, that's right. It affected you.
Yeah, and that was a hardcore story, man.
See, that's the thing I like about you is that I think your sympathy goes in all directions with things, because I've actually gotten money from you for a friend of mine who was homeless for a hot minute, and it just came out of nowhere. And I think and that's what I love about you is because you don't really have, like, as much as you've been through, like you've been to jail, I'm sure you've been harassed by cops, like you don't have this disdain for that culture, or I'm still trying to get to that point.
You want to see crazy, bro? I don't want to get in a rabbit hole about that police station. But the reason I couldn't donate money was because somebody has stolen the fund, I think.
Oh, wow. Jesus Christ.
Or some drama.
Someone stole a fund from a dead police officer's
No, not dead police
family.
officer. There was some scam, but I don't want to get into it.
Oh my God. Yeah, of course. There's always a scam. There's always a fucking scam. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, but it was so tragic.
Wow. Yeah, it is. It's tragic. That's the thing, is no matter what, man.
I always think that okay, man, like if somebody wants to take a person out and there's no guns, he's gonna take a mug, bro, and break it in pieces and make some crazy weapon.
Well, they have a knife problem in the UK.
Yeah,
because they don't have guns. And so they have an issue right now on whether they need to ban knives and how they're going to ban knives, and and what size of knives, because people are going to kill. That's the thing.
But they have
people
hunting rifles, don't they?
They have hunting rifles and they're allowed to use those, but they're not allowed to use them for protection. And then I'm almost sure that they monitor the type of ammunition that comes along with it, because I could shoot you with a hunting rifle, like with a shotgun. Like what happened with Dick Cheney, he shot his buddy in the face.
Yeah.
And he hit him with birdshot, so he just fucked his face up a little bit. But if you get hit shot with buckshot, you could die. So I'm sure there's some sort of regulation. I would have to look into that.
So there's no guns in London.
Dude, even the cops don't have guns. Like they have a certain
All
squad.
these gangsters, you watch a movie with British people, they all have guns. Bro.
They all have guns. And
like
that's
the movie Snatch.
Right. And that's true. But they have their cops are kind of like security guards where they roam around. And if there's a report of violence or something, then a guy with a gun shows up. But the cops don't have guns. Most of the citizens don't have guns. It's like the same in Japan. There's no guns allowed except for hunting rifles. And even then you have to have like a permit to have a permit to have a permit to get like a rifle. So there's no guns there, but people still want to kill each other. You still have gangs, you still have crime, you still have immigration problems, and this is a fucking island. That's the other thing. This is an island. They're not even connected to another country where people could come over. Yet they still have the same problems that we have. And I wonder if maybe it's society. Maybe it's not TV. Maybe it's not the sale of guns. Like people are going to kill each other.
Nature will find a way.
Nature always finds a way. And then maybe you're right.
That was in that movie Jurassic Park, when they were breathing a bunch of dinosaurs, and that guy said, what if they start breeding, you're gonna have a bunch of dinosaurs roaming the earth again.
Right.
He goes, no, these are all females. No, he goes, you cannot stop. He goes, you cannot stop genetics.
No.
He goes, and then he looked around, but what DNA are you using? Frogs. But
they're hermaphroditic.
Frogs. He goes, frogs. When there's low frogs, frogs could convert to male or female.
Yeah, they're hermaphroditic.
Because they know how to survive.
Yeah.
This is what's going to happen here. Nature will find a way.
Nature will
and
always
the dinosaur
find a way.
figured it out, and they started breeding.
Yeah, nature's progress. No matter what, nature is progress. Like nature itself, in its own definition, is progression. It moves forward. It's like there's this Chilean restaurant me and Rebecca like to go to back in
Because
Berkeley.
he likes chilotes, bro.
But there's a delivery truck that they kind of left behind next to a wall that's covered in ivy, and then the truck has ivy like all around it, and you could barely see through the window, and even inside the truck, there's ivy coming in through the vents. And it's nature, man. And that's the thing, is what I mean by nature is progress. Progress itself cannot be stopped. Like progression in either way cannot be stopped. Like whether it's right-wing progression, left-wing progression, bad progression, good progression, if progression is moving forward, it cannot be stopped. So that's the thing, is you can't stop trends. You can't be like, oh, this TikTok thing needs to go. We need to get rid of social media altogether. No, social media is progress. Maybe it's not good progress, but it's our society progressing forward. You're not stopping it. Guess what? You're not stopping it.
You're not stopping rock and roll, old man.
You're not stopping. Comedians need to stop doing podcasts. Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
Comedians complaining about what they don't like about politics. It ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen, bro.
They already have a following.
It ain't gonna
Flat earthers, and UFOs will always be there, man, because dumb people who can't play sports need something to live for.
Or yeah, I'm not into sports myself, but I have video games. So, and I think you're right though. Dumb people get bored. Dumb people get bored.
I'm dumb. I get bored.
I get bored too. I'm dumb,
but I'm not gonna believe in UFOs only because
you don't like UFOs.
I don't believe in UFOs because it just cannot be real for me. It just cannot be real, man, because you just can't, man. You just cannot believe it.
Like, do you...
Mexico looks like a landing pad, don't you? Because all that shit has like a flat top.
I'm with you on that. Because I do believe in
aliens. If I thought,
but do you not believe in aliens altogether? Do you not think that?
I don't believe in anything, bro. That
like people, even like that haven't visited yet.
Nothing of that. Bro.
Okay, all right.
Because I don't believe it. Because I don't believe in none of that, and I do believe that everybody on the earth believes in this one. When we did the religion, bro, we all believe in the same thing, but it's a different variation of the same thing.
Totally different variation.
Remember when we said that the Virgin Mary and baby Jesus was a story from back in the day, and before Jesus was around, Egyptians, bro.
It's a repeated trope.
It's a repeated thing.
Yeah, it's a repeated thing.
It's like every religion, believing religious, it's like one hacky joke that was taken from it and taken this way.
Right. The story of Buddha also is similar. The story of who's the guy who started Islam? Muhammad is similar. Like, that's the thing, is like when we look at pagan ceremonies, they mimic our own like Bible and what we know about our own religion. And so religion's just repeated over and over and over again. That's all it really is.
And then when they say that, oh man, you can't eat meat on Fridays, and that was made up because the fish people were not buying fish anymore because there was no meat. So they got to give the fishermen.
Oh my God, dude!
They got to give the fishermen a chance to make money.
This is the society we're in.
So Friday was, hey man, let's all eat fish.
Let's all eat fish today.
And then Saturday we have more meat.
Fish Friday. See,
and also, man, there's less killing of sheep and pigs for the future of eating.
Right.
Or imagine, bro, if there wasn't that law that not to eat meat on Friday. We run out of fucking food, bro, and nobody will learn how to fish.
Right, yeah. So, because that's the thing, is we don't know. We have these customs sometimes, and then this podcast has changed, like, my own way of thinking and how I feel about our society, because there's so many things that I'll find out like that it's like that, for example, like, oh, at this point in time, fish wasn't getting sold enough, so they came up. So the church itself.
Yeah, the church went to go speak to the Romans, bro.
What the fuck, dude?
Or the pharaohs, whoever was supposed to.
And so now, for fucking thousands of years now, or hundreds, however long it's been, people think they're eating fish on Friday and not eating meat because it's a sin. And it's like, it was just a monetization thing. It was just some other way to like trick you into fucking doing something. And it's like, this is why I don't fucking trust, bro. This is why I barely trust what's in front of me. You might
And
be
then
right.
the 10 Commandments, bro, if you put them up, they're like really, it's like, I always thought that not a lot of people are going to follow the law of the land, you know, or the law of the land is not going to get to them. But we throw it in the Bible, on the 10 Commandments.
Right.
Then they see it, bro, that thou should not covet thy neighbor's wife.
Right.
Like, don't go over there and sleep with your neighbor's wife. That's one of the commandments. And they're moral commandments.
And that's just something you shouldn't do, period, whether you believe in God or not.
But you got to let people know, bro. Keep reminding them of that. And then thou should not steal.
Right.
People say, is that obvious? Should we be told that? Yeah, you should be told that.
You should be told that.
Because you'll go steal and say, nobody told me.
Right. Yeah. I didn't see a sign that said
I didn't see
steal.
a sign.
Yeah.
You need these signs.
Right.
Now, do I want these signs? Do I want the 10 Commandments to be written inside a school, in a fucking school? I mean, if you want them to be ignored, maybe.
Right.
Because anything you post up inside of a classroom, all the kids are going to ignore.
It's population control.
Yeah, but they're not ignoring it.
Right.
Because the alphabets are still there. All the alphabets were written there. And guess what? When they told me to say the alphabets, I stopped at T. Even though the alphabet was written there the whole time.
Right.
But if you're going to put the 10 Commandments, and we live in a country where freedom of religion, we might as well just put all the other religions too.
I think so.
Even though put them in their language, bro.
Well, I don't think I'm necessarily a Buddhist, but I lean Buddhist. Like I like religious.
You have a Buddhist stomach, I believe you.
Yeah, okay.
You're a Buddha with a beard.
But I speak.
You're a hungry Buddha, bro.
Thank you very much for that.
You're a Buddha with no bud. You're a Buddha with no butter.
Buddha with too much butter.
I don't even know the teach. I don't even know teachings of Muhammad, Elijah Muhammad.
Right, the prophet.
The prophet. I don't know nothing about Judaism, bro. Their laws. I just know that if I read the first Testament, because they don't like part 2, you know.
Right. Oh yeah. The First Testament. You mean the first?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had someone because I talk all off the podcast. I don't know if I do it here on the podcast, but I talk very spiritually sometimes, or I talk about the future, whatever. Anyway, this lady came up to me that lives in my building, and she was like, "I hear you talk sometimes, and you're so wonderful. Have you ever thought about going to church? Have you ever thought about believing in Christ?" And I was like, "I know." And we had this, and she kept trying to convince me, and I said, "Look, here's what I believe. We're calling the same person. We're just using different phone lines."
Yeah.
You know, Judaism has an iPhone, you know, and Catholicism has Android, you know, or whatever. I just feel like we're all just trying to do the same thing. At the end of the day, bro, if you read the doctrines of everything, and I don't give a fuck what people say about Muslims, there is nothing in the Quran about killing people. That's something that fucking fundamentalists came up with, whatever. But the Quran even teaches you to be brotherly. The Quran teaches you to love others. The Quran,
or a Christian fundamentalist might say, "It's in the Bible. God does not like gays."
Right?
Yes, but did you read the whole sentence? It says that homosexuals, harlots, whoremongers, tax collectors will not inherit the kingdom of God. You only chose one. Why not read the whole thing?
Right.
It's not just homosexuals. It's whores, people who like whores, people who like to steal.
Oh, you mean government people?
No.
Or I know what you're saying. Yeah. But I mean people, because right now the Christian right is a whole you know, and it's I don't fucking remember Jesus saying no immigrants. I don't and this is an old trope, so I know I'm beating on the same drum as everybody else, but it is you can't leave one thing out and then the other. That's the thing, that's the trickery there. It's oh yeah, Jesus said this. I don't know if you've ever listened to Jesus speak, or read his the Sermon on the Mount, or hear about what Jesus actually has to say. Because again, I'm not Christian, I'm not a Catholic, but Jesus was a fucking rad dude. Jesus was the first guy to come through and be like, "Hey man, let's treat each other with kindness." and understanding. Let's have compassion. And instead of an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, which was in the First Testament, he said turn the other cheek. Like, meaning if someone slaps you, give them the other cheek. To fucking go for it, bro.
Jesus would have said something like, "You don't want them inside. You should go in there and grab all your people and take them out."
Right. And create a space for them.
No, he said Jesus would have said something to
Okay.
our country. Said, "If you don't want them to come in, you should go into their country and take all your people out of there.
Out of
first."
there, fuck. So if you don't, go to Mexico and go
he
to
would've-
Mexico City.
He would have said, "You go to." He would have said, "Go to Mexico City,
Right.
go to Tijuana,
Yeah.
and take all your people out first, and then you send back their people to them,
Right.
and then we're all equal again."
We're all equal. We're all good.
That's what he would have said.
I think so.
And then he would have, and then of wars, he would have said exactly what he told Matthew: "Give Rome everything that belongs to Rome. Give your love and your worship to me."
Yeah. Okay.
That's what he said. But I have to but I have to pay taxes to Rome. Pay what you gotta do to Rome.
Right.
But give your heart to me.
Okay.
So it's basically saying, don't worship the dollar bill.
Yeah. Don't worship the dollar bill. Don't worship ideology, like political ideology. That's the thing, man. Is like I do.
And also, he destroyed when what that's one of my old joke. What two countries did God destroy with his wrath?
What two countries did God destroy with his wrath?
Tokyo and Nagasaki.
Oh my
Nah.
God, bro.
Nah, it was modern day Iraq, I think.
Yeah.
But it was called back then something else.
Babylon.
It was called Babylon.
Babylon.
He destroyed Babylon
Because of the Tower of Babel, right?
Yeah, because they had made a statue of Nebuchadnezzar.
Oh, that's right.
And then God said, "No, there should not be no statues before me.
No false idols.
No false idols." So he fucking destroyed Babylon and some other country.
See, I'm not cool with God because God does shit like that. I'm cool with Jesus because Jesus was like wanting peace. Honestly,
yeah, bro. God wanted to destroy sinners, bro.
Right.
In
Jesus
the Bible,
wanted to save them.
But Jesus wanted to save them.
Right.
That's why God sent his own begotten Son to die for the world.
That's why they say that shit, dude.
To die for the world, because before Jesus, every time like I would ask for forgiveness, I would have to buy a lamb, and then give it to the pharaohs, and the pharaohs will kill it in front of everybody, and I'm forgiven.
Right.
But
what a way to go,
But
dude.
Jesus said the lamb will be killed, not me, the lamb.
Right.
But Jesus came in and said, "I don't like this." That's when he started knocking down the towers and knocking down everything and knocking down everything. He goes, "This is bullshit. Why should you have the right to forgive people? You're just a human being." He goes, "Why only people who could afford to buy a lamb be forgiven?" He goes, "That's not the way it is. I am here to tell you that I am going to die on that cross, and I'm going to die for everybody's sin, because I am the Lamb of God."
Oh.
When Jesus came, he came as a sheep.
He was the Lamb of God.
He was a sheep.
Nah, dude, I just thought that was a rad fucking song, dude.
No, bro, he came in as a sheep.
Band, I mean, yeah.
He came in as like, "I'm the ultimate sheep. When I die, all your sins are forgiven, and then you will exalt me and you will ask for my forgiveness in the future."
Wow.
So you will need to kill a sheep.
So now you just got to go to me.
And you don't give these assholes money.
Right. That's why they were pissed, dude.
Yeah.
Because he took their money out of their hands.
Yeah, they could never make money out of these fucking sheep.
He gave the people a free
and then these people
government subsidy.
And then these people, instead of using that sheep and to kill it, I could eat it to feed my family.
Right. Wow. That's the thing.
And that's a socialist program right there.
That's a socialist program. Jesus was a socialist.
Was he?
Yeah. So here's the thing that there's a book that I really love called Living Buddha, Living Christ. And it's written by a monk that's really famous named Thich Nhat Hanh. And he worked
Thich Nhat Hanh? He's related to TikTok? Or King Tut?
They're loosely related. But he sat with like a ton of like famous and non-famous monks and priests and people of the cloth and the faith. And he fucking got to know them and got to know the word of Jesus. So he relates the word of Buddha to the word of Jesus. And there's also scholars that believe that Jesus, because he's missing in the Bible for a period of time, that they believe that he went east and met with Buddhists. And during the time of Buddha and during the time of Christ, they're very similar. So they believe he met with Buddhists, and that the message he brought back, now Christians are going to lose their mind, especially Catholics, the message that he brought back were actually a Buddhist message. Because if you listen to what he says on the Sermon on the Mount, it's very Buddhistic. It's very much love your brother. Karma's a real thing. Karma's even actually taught in the Bible. So it's just an interesting take. I don't know how true it is. I'm not trying to say that this is a fact. It's just very interesting to me how religions are similar and the message is similar. And I wonder if maybe it's just one messenger to another is carrying the same message from different places. I don't know if that makes sense.
A lot of people don't follow this message that all your royalties and kingdom will be in heaven. I'm one of those that want them now here.
Yeah, me too. Me too. You can't take it with you, right? That's what they say. You can't take it with you.
I think, I've tried, bro, because I know because I think when you fall asleep and you dream of money and you hold it real tight and you wake up and it's gone, that shit pisses me off.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Or you're about to walk into a foursome,
right? And
then you wake up, bro.
Dude, my dreams won't even allow me to have that.
I went close to a foursome, bro, in a dream.
Yeah.
And somehow, bro, one of them, I hear my dog barking through her mouth, and I know I'm gonna wake up. Like my reality,
ladies.
Like my reality is stepping into my dream, bro. Because I'm at REM.
Yeah.
About to wake up. So she looking at me going, rah, rah, rah.
Her pussy starts barking.
Rah, rah, rah. Because my dog's barking in real life.
Yeah. I've had that too.
Yeah, man. We didn't cover our subject, but we're going to cover it next week, people.
Yeah, we kind of got carried away with our talk, didn't we?
Took it to the next level for no reason.
Here's the thing is I think sometimes it's cool to just have us like breathe some fresh air for a little bit and enjoy our conversation.
Thank you for doing the What's Up Fool podcast.
That was fun with J-Rod.
No, man. It was me, you, and Rizzo.
Oh, yeah. That was
Thank
great.
You for doing that.
Yeah,
it
no
was
problem.
Funny, man.
It was great. I had a good time.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Yeah.
Did you have fun in Hartford?
I did, dude. I did. I love the people of Hartford.
Have you been there before?
No, we did.
That was your first time?
We did. We did. Where was the New York Comedy Club?
The Stand.
Yeah, was it in Stamford, Connecticut?
That was Connecticut. Stamford, Connecticut.
Yeah, we did that in Stamford. So I haven't. This was my first time.
The audience in Hartford is going to be pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Hartford's good.
Hartford's good, dude. Hartford's good. Thank you guys for everything. Thanks for everybody.
History for Fools. Next week, man, we're going to talk about Boyle Heights for sure.
Yeah, that was supposed to be our subject this time. We got carried away. I think the thing is, it's just conversational. Thanks for watching. We love you guys.
And don't forget, man, nobody releases criminals into the fucking open, bro.
No.
The Republicans don't release criminals. And
I just want you folks out there in other states to know we have Republicans here. I have Republican friends.
Let me tell you right now, man. If you look up the top 10 liberal cities in California, LA is not even in the top 10.
It's not.
It's not.
Bro, okay. So
it was San Francisco, Oakland number 2.
Yep.
And then we were way in the bottom.
Yeah. I come from
Santa
a liberal
Monica,
place.
and West Hollywood are third and fourth.
Are they really? No shit. I come from a liberal place, and when I moved here, it kind of blew me out of the water a little bit to meet all the conservatives I did. I love conservative people. I probably would have been a conservative if I was active in my 20s and 30s because I thought conservatively. So I have an understanding of what you guys are talking about, and I'm with you guys, and I love you guys, and I think we all should just fucking chill out for a little bit and get some air conditioning.
Yeah, man. So I met this guy. He goes, "How do you vote, bro? What makes you decide when you vote?" I asked him, "Do you vote because of immigration, because of taxes?" He goes, "No, man. People are gonna like this answer." He goes, "I go to see who are the KKK is voting for,
Right.
and I always vote what they're against them
Yes.
because I don't want them to win."
I think that's a good. If you don't know what the fuck you're voting for, then go with that.
He got deported already.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. But I was like, "That's goes. You just don't care about the issues?" Nah, bro. I go to see what a racist person is voting for, and I just don't vote for that.
Do you think you should vote if you don't know what the fuck, like if you don't know about politics? Do you think you should be voting still? Or do you think maybe
Is that question for me or all of America?
I think all of America.
And then everybody's gonna vote just because they're
right.
Some people vote, bro. Like if a guy shows up wearing a Raiders jacket, he wins my vote.
So if Donald Trump was a Raider fan,
because I know that he's been through up and downs.
He's a struggler.
Right now, if President Trump were to legalize marijuana in all 50 states, including the Bahamas, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands, our American territories, legalize marijuana.
Yeah. Yeah.
People will forget about the other stuff.
All the other stuff.
Because I know that marijuana will bring in so much tax revenue, bro.
That's what I don't understand. Why is everybody still fighting weed? Weed is like so much fucking money, and we've already proven it's not fucking shit up. I used to be violent. I used to get in fights. I used to go to jail. I was a fucking terrible person until I started smoking weed.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But good weed, dude. Not that bullshit.
None of that bullshit, bro. Good weed. Good.
Oh, shout out to my homeboy who came to my show in Las Vegas, Mariner and Jose. And the other homeboy, Jonas. We video chat. He couldn't make it to the show. My friends in Hilo, they opened up a new smoke shop in Vegas called Ari.
How do you spell that? How do you spell that?
I have no idea.
Okay. We tried to,
yeah, man.
Go people, see those guys.
That guy Mariner and Jose and Jonas, when they picked me up in Hilo, they took me to a smoke shop and they bought a brand new bong for me. And then they took me to this other shop and they put in a whole quarter and a half of weed.
Right.
And then they melted into it and scraped all that oil off.
Oh my god.
And we smoked that all day, bro, before the show.
How did you like the weed in Hawaii?
I wouldn't know. I only smoke rosin.
Fucking getting high as fuck off that shit, bro.
Shout out to the Hilo airport, man. It is the oldest airport I've ever been to, man. That was the first airport where I leaned into something and got a splinter.
Yes, dude. Maui's the
It's
same
all
way.
wood.
It's all teak.
Wood.
Yeah, it's all teak furniture and wood.
And all the security guards are happy, bro. They're like, some security guards at TSA, they'll look up to you and go, "Hey, man, you can't be standing there."
Right.
Over there, like, brother, move to the side, brother. Move to the side,
move.
Bro. Have a good time over there, brother.
Nice, dude.
You don't have a good time right here, brother.
Bro, I love that. That's the thing is Hawaiian people are really happy people all together.
Everybody was giving me like an aloha welcome, bro, over there.
Really?
I met a bunch of white chicks over there, bro, that you would have loved. They had like all dreads and shit.
I love white women.
Hell yeah, man.
You know I love white women.
They had all dreads, hairy armpits.
Yeah. It was,
They raised pigs.
My very own Rebecca, she doesn't have dreads anymore or armpit hair. That was her way of living for a while. And God bless those little creatures.
Yeah, man. There's a porn star now with dreads like that, all dirty now.
Oh yeah, Indica Irie.
Yeah,
she's fucking hot, bro. Yeah, I don't.
It's funny, man, because porno used to be like the hot chick,
right.
and it was, and then like, but now it's like you could get the dirty chick now, or the girl with tattoos and dreads.
Yeah, she's also really thick. She's fucking
What's her name?
Indica Irie, I think is her name. I'm not into dreads myself because they look like smelly pieces of poop. But she's so hot that I overlook the dreads.
We gotta fix those doors.
We sure do.
History for Fools. See you next week. God damn it.
Thanks for watching, you guys. We love you.
Don't judge us.
Please don't judge us.